We're number one.
Damn.
You heard it here first. Joe Rogan listens to our podcast.
Right.
Why do the gays get to pick what they get all the good stuff? This is ridiculous. I mean, went to prison for 10 years for stealing 46 million.
Do not tell me he ate a booger.
Dude, he would have showed a little bit of cleavage. He'd have done all right. That's where we didn't have Facebook or Grindr.
Are there a lot of girls on Grindr?
Tasing each other in the nuts. People wanting to punch me in the face. Why would you bite Santa Claus?
Let's do it. Come on. I'm ready. I want to do it.
Why? I'm not AI. I didn't do it. It'd be fine. She took an Adderall.
You're going to do it. Read the instructions.
Mental illness is not an excuse for behavior.
We need help. I got a shot and some pills that'll take that. Madhouse Bar Talk, baby.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Madhouse Bar Talk, Friday edition. We're going to talk some shit today. A little annoyed. Somebody sent me a video, and it's Aaron Knapp is who the video that got sent to me was from. Well, it was from somebody else, but Aaron Knapp is who's on the video. And he's talking on Madhouse Bar Talk, which, you know, or Bar and Grill, not Bar Talk. He's talking about us. He's talking about Campana, Scotty Campana. I mean, just rude stuff, just for no reason. I mean, this guy makes up so much stuff. And the thing that really cracks me up, for those of you that don't remember, Aaron Knapp is a guy that got into the scuffle here with Santa Claus. But he has a different recollection, apparently, of what happened. And somebody sent me a video, and you know what? We'll start with that. We'll just get started with that, and I'll just pause it as I need to, and then we'll talk about it. So let's just do that. Let's get into this.
I need to see. I need them. I have a whole Febreze cat litter box full of freaking documents here that I've scanned into the computer over here. I take your old documents, all your old newspaper clippings, anything you've got, stop by. We'll scan them in together. We're going to take this place down one piece at a time, and we're going to make it back again, whole, in a more wholesome image, one that you can all be proud of, one that you can all be part of. But all these big-name people that keep running around again, I mean, I don't know why these Campana people think they can run around and just do whatever they want, why they think they can just randomly Facebook call people they don't know.
That's what the Campanas did. That was random. I mean, he's just doing whatever he wants. You left your Facebook set so that you can receive calls on a Facebook call. And Scotty utilized it. And somehow that's him running around just doing whatever he wants. This is a money thing. He's got so much money, he could Facebook message audio call you. How dare he? What? That's absolutely insane. How can you do such a thing? It must be because you got all that money. He must have all that money that allows him to go and do whatever he wants. He can Facebook message people. It's crazy.
I don't give a shit how much money you think you have. I don't give a shit how much clout you think you carry. If you're running around fucking other people and your little thruples and doing dirty shit, that's on you. You guys all want to do your little things. You all want to know each other. I mean, they're all connected. So, I mean, you know.
What is the thruples? What is that? What does sex life have to do with anything? If anybody is doing anything, who cares? That's what people do in their bedroom is their business. That's completely their business. But I don't even know why we're talking about that. That has no bearing on anything.
The dude over at Madhouse knows Campana Guy. Campana Guy knows all these other people. I mean, all these other people know.
And then you say thruple and put my name right after. Fuck you. There's no one thrupling with me. My wife don't share.
These people, they've all had everybody on their podcast, from JD to other to Baez, to all the people that hate me have been on the Madhouse podcast. So I get why they might want to shun somebody that knows me.
It's everybody. Everybody hates you.
But, you know, I've never done anything to any of them either. But one night, you overserved me, and I got lippy and said, You
notice how this is the thing with this guy. This is the thing with him. is that he sits there and says, one night you overserved me. He doesn't take responsibility for anything that he did. None whatsoever. There's no responsibility taken on his part. He came to a place, got completely smashed. He drank, I don't even know how many drinks he drank, to be honest with you. I don't even remember what the amount was. But I don't even know if he drank them all here. I don't know any of it. I wasn't here. But when I looked on the camera, it looked like he had probably 4 drinks. I don't know what was in the drinks, but from what I seen, it was about 4. And, I mean, that seems like a pretty reasonable amount of drinks. But, I mean, whichever, regardless, the whole point is that he's pointing the blame at somebody else, that we overserved him and he got lippy. What happened, in fact, was that he was pushing up on a young girl that was there with other guys, and the other guys were ready to beat the living shit out of the guy. That's what actually happened, okay? So what at that point, Guido decided, and not that Guido works here, but Guido is a friend of mine. He told the bartender, just shut it down. Just close the bar down. We're done. That's that, okay? And then Aaron refused to leave, stating that he had legal rights or something to that effect. And that's where Andy was just trying to get him to go outside.
Law or some shit like that. From what you said, I got my ass handed to me already once.
Please show me where in the world I ever said he got his ass handed to him before he was asked to leave. Please show it to me. Bring the proof. Bring the proof of me ever saying it, of Guido ever saying it. Nobody ever said it. Guido stepped in between those guys so they didn't whoop the shit out of you. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. So, no, you did not get that shit whooped out of you at that point. So that's a lie.
I've been punched in the face. And so I was sitting at the bar, not wanting to leave because those people that had just punched me were leaving.
The people that just punched him, nobody punched him. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. At that point, nobody had taken a swing at anybody. They wanted to. They were apt to because he was pushed up on them. And if anybody wants to see what happened, the videos are both on the YouTube page on Madhouse Bar Talk. You can see both those videos. They're both on there. You can see exactly what happened. And for him to come on here and just... And this is the problem with Aaron, because Aaron is trying to fight a good fight most of the time. He's trying to go after things that are just, but the problem is that he pushes the little bit of dishonesty in there. And once you do that, that's it. It's all gone, because as soon as you put a little bit of dishonesty, nobody believes anything, because you don't know what's true and what's not true. And that's fair enough on anybody's perspective of it. It's fair enough. I mean, yeah, what do you believe? I mean, this guy is either telling the truth or he's lying. Nobody says, oh, he just tells white fibs to make himself look better. Nobody says that or deals with that. You're either a liar or you're not, period. That's what you are. You're either a liar or you're not. In this case, you're a liar. You're saying you were punched before you're sitting at the bar. Never happened.
Oh, go figure. I didn't want to walk outside and get assaulted again since you didn't call the cops.
And I was supposed to call the cops because guys wanted to beat you up. Again, nobody touched you.
And then it just went from there. And instead of calling the cops and dealing with it that way, you thought it best to let your bar staff or your bar patrons handle me.
And there goes the other thing. So that comment is directed that I personally made any decision. No, I wasn't there. I wasn't on site at all. And the girls that were there with people that they know are friends of the bar. And they were trying to get you to go out because they said, that's it, the bar is closing down. And that was a pretty fair thing. It wasn't, you were not thrown out. Nothing was going on. All you have to do is leave. It wasn't like, oh, Mr. Knapp, only you have to leave. You're the only one that has to leave. That never happened. It was, the bar is closing. Everyone has to leave. We're not dealing with this if this is how the night's going to go. And that is what happened. Did the other patrons step in and try to help out? Yeah, well, sure. It's a girl behind the bar, just a young girl behind the bar. Why does she have to deal with Aaron Knapp and his legal mumbo jumbo of why he doesn't have to leave when it's closing time? We closed the bar. That's it. It's closed. But and by the way, I could say that maybe that's a fair assessment, that he should have been asked to not leave before they did. One of them leave first and then the other. That's a fair ask. And I don't know if that was there or not that night. I really don't know the answer to that. But that is a fair ask. Typically, that's how we handle a situation. If there is something like that and both of them have to get out, we make one leave before the other. But I don't know what happened that night, and I'm not going to speak on something I don't know for sure.
And then you made a joke about it, and then you said taking out the trash. And you made a joke about it online and said your patrons were taking out the trash.
And the Patreons that took out the trash, that joke that was made, that was because the kids that he was messing with, one of them, when Santa was trying to get him to come out of his chair, it pushed him. He fell to the ground whenever he got pushed to the ground. Whenever that happened, he was like trying to he was refusing to leave, and they were forcefully taking him out of his chair to exit the place. And when that happened, he fell to the ground, and one of the kids that was wanting to beat his ass grabbed him by the arm and dragged him out the door. That's what happened, and they weren't even regulars. I don't even know who those kids were. I've never seen those kids in here before. I hadn't seen them before that, and haven't seen them since then. That was just random people that were at the bar. We don't know who that group was, but yeah, that was who took him out or dragged him out. And Guido actually told him, "You can't do that." Yelled at him, "You can't do that," according to Guido.
And all of you laughed at it. All of you laughed at a disabled veteran getting drug out of a bar who'd been overserved and got the living shit beat out of him. You laughed and you had a good time.
And again, now it's a disabled veteran. Woe is me. This disabled veteran that was running up being an asshole. Nothing's anybody else's fault, ever. It's never anyone else's fault. It's 100% his fault. Oh, well, it's just what it is. It's 100% his fault. And why Campanas are even involved in the conversation, I don't even understand. If Scotty Facebook messaged you, that's his right. If you don't want people to have the right to Facebook messaging you, then there's settings in your Facebook Messenger to eliminate that. That has nothing to do with having money, and certainly has nothing to do with having power and everything else. I mean, the Campanas don't even play with politics. They used to at one time mess around with it and fund. They might fund some people here and there, but it's not very often.
Good for you. Madhouse, good for you. I'm glad you got some clicks off of that. Really why they're mad is because, my stuff takes off. I have more views. I have more likes. I mean, that was probably the most likes they ever got was when I was on their podcast.
I can't speak as far as how many views he gets and whether or not we beat those. I can't speak on it. I don't know what he gets. I don't care or pay attention to what he gets. What I will tell you is that episode got 2,500 views when we did that episode. 2,500 views. My last episode did 32,000 views. So I don't think that's the case. But whatever, dude.
That's what you want to say. I'm clickbait. And people are starting to listen. And that's the thing that should scare you the most. Because the more these people, the more you listen, the more you do what we're talking about, the more dangerous everything gets for them. Because they can hide from one person, they can't hide from every person. I encourage all of you to look at my page. Go look at the forums that I'm selling some stuff, but honestly, half of it, I've been telling people, if you just click the like page, I'll just give you everything. I don't really care. I only put it up there as a monetary thing just because I did do the work. I made you PDF forms that are fillable. If you want public records, go get them.
So he's talking about, because he likes to go post everything up on his page. He loves to go post a bunch of different, documents and things like that. And I'm not saying on it, some of the stuff he's right on, some of it he's wrong on. I don't know. What I do know is that, when you start to take the truth and bend it because you don't want to admit where you did wrong or you don't want to look in a bad light, all of a sudden nobody is listening anymore and everybody thinks that everything you say is a lie. And that's just what happens when it comes to that. Here's the second video as it starts.
Yeah. Ask him for that footage. I asked Angel for it. He won't give it to me because that guy would get arrested for assault.
The video footage is on Facebook, so I don't know what he's talking about. Unless he's saying another incident, because he did say something about another bar, so maybe he is. He could be. I could be wrong in that aspect, but I mean either way.
And you would see once again Aaron with his back turned to you bitch asses who want to come at me, and you hitting me from behind, just like Santa did. You guys can say what you want about the madhouse and stuff. That dude pulled me to the ground. They kicked me while I was down there.
Okay, so when he was on the ground, what happened was he was pulled to the ground out of the chair. And then one of the kids grabbed his arm. Nobody touched him. One of the kids grabbed his arm and dragged him out the bar. And he was one-armed, getting dragged out the bar like this. His other one's going like this, and his legs were kind of... It was pretty funny, actually. It was pretty comical. I mean, not trying to make fun of the guy, but that incident was pretty funny. But the kid should have never grabbed him. That he had no right to do that. And Guido told the kid so. I don't know what happened as he's coming back in, but when we look at all video footage, the first punch is thrown by Aaron Knapp as he's coming back in. He was already outside. He forcefully forces his way through the glass door and swings on the guy that we called Santa Claus. And that's the first sign of him getting swung. And then Andy grabs him up and he puts him on the ground. And he's trying to hit him with a beer bottle too at some point. And Mike Ogle grabs the beer bottle out of his hand. He wrestles him to the ground, and he's just got him there pinned. And while he's got him there pinned, he starts biting on Santa Claus. And then Santa Claus starts hitting him. And that's how it went down. And he can tell whatever version he wants. Which cracks me up because he's so overserved. He's so drunk. He's the drunkest. But he remembers this fucking detail for detail that he was kicked, beat, punched ahead of time, all this stuff that never fucking happened. But people know that. People seen the video. They know what happened. Everything was out there when it happened. So it's clear what happened. So why lie about it? Why even bring it up, for one? Why even bring it up? And why bring up JD about it? And why bring up, Antonio Baez was on the podcast when he was a councilman in the 6th ward that he was running for. And I also had Angel on the podcast to talk about it when he was running for 6th ward. And Aaron, I'm sure, will back me up because I must have so much wealth and power. I reached out to him on Messenger and gave him an opportunity to come on when he was running for 6th ward. I gave him the last chance to come on and have something to say. He just never responded. So, I mean, I got the receipts, videos, everything to prove everything I'm saying. I'm not making anything up, and I don't understand the whole premise. But his whole thing is go after him no matter what the cost. It's the cost. It don't matter if they're somebody that's known in the community. They must be evil. I mean, the Campanas. Come on, what did they do? What did Scotty do? I have no idea 100% what he's talking about, but when he says that he Facebook called him, who gives a shit? You know how many people have Facebook called me? It's stupid. Like that. Oh, that's a sin?
I woke back up outside after they pummeled me. Come back in for my shit. And they pummeled me some more. And they want me to believe that dude was protecting me with his body. Please.
The video shows he was protecting you. The video shows he was pinning you down. It was 100%. You could see that's exactly what was happening.
It was the definition of assault. But he's friends with everyone, right? He knows Batistelle. He got pictures of him with her sitting in his lap.
And I also want to say, I don't think Andy had any clue who that was. And I'd love to see these pictures of Andy sitting in Battistelli's lap. I'd love to see these. I'd love to see them because I'm pretty sure they don't exist. Because I think I've heard him say, or I've heard. You know what? I shouldn't even say it because I don't know. I didn't hear it with my own eyes or my own ears, but I did hear him say something I did hear that rumors through the grapevine that he said that Andy was Santa at some Christmas party or something. I don't think Andy's ever played Santa. In fact, Andy's quite offended that I called him Santa for the show. And actually what I did was I said the guy that kind of looks like Santa, and it kind of stuck. It was pretty, it just, I mean, funny's funny.
He was friends with the prosecutor.
Don't believe that's true.
Everybody's friends with Scotty Campana.
Sure. We all know Scotty. We all grew up here.
Yeah,
so you didn't grow up in Lorraine.
Why is his bitch ass calling me? He doesn't know me. He was calling me on behalf of Tia. No, bro. I got the picture of the video call. You can keep your fat little mouth out of my shit, Scotty.
Change your settings, dude. That's what you need to do. If you do not want to be on a Facebook Messenger call, then change your settings. It's that simple. It's pretty easy. It's not a hard task. All you got to do is change your settings. They're all right there for the taking. You don't think I can Facebook call Morgan Wallen, do you? Or Facebook call Barack Obama, do you? No, they change their settings. Go change your settings. This has nothing to do with money and power.
You campaigners can stay the fuck out of my business if that's what you think you're going to do, if you're related to him. And again, just like, Mike Bukovich or whatever, everybody needs a little help sometimes, Aaron. No, I don't.
Mike Bakulich, really? This is the guy you're going to go with? He's the epitome of a great guy. This is a guy who spent his whole life being invested in clubs that had nothing to do with anything but just groups getting together and having fun. Whether it was remote control boats, CB radios. This is a guy who spent his whole life this way, and all he does, and even now with the Lunch Bunch, he goes around with them. He loves it. He does. This is a man that you can't have a bad thing to say about Bakulich. I can't think of one bad thing to say about him. I just can't. This is just a nice guy, great guy, and you're going to throw him out there like he's a bad guy? And by the way, we only know him because he comes in from the Lunch Bunch. That's it. And I did do work on his house back then, but that was because it was for Star Builders who I knew. I didn't know Bakulich.
I don't need your money or your help. What I need is for you guys to all stop being trashy. Stop.
I'm pretty sure he's the one that's being trashy. I'm just saying.
Sleeping around. I don't know. Ask how many times some of these people have been with, maybe someone with the initial JS or JB. Ask them how many times she's part of their little threesomes.
Who cares who's having sex with who? Dude, there is somebody. There's going to be like 500 threesomes at least in Northeast Ohio tonight. I'm sure. I hope anyways. How's that? What does that have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing to do with it. It just has nothing to do with anything. And I don't know why he keeps bringing it up. I think it's just jealousy because he can't get in one. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand why this has anything to do with politics.
That's
but
what
whatever.
she was doing in Arizona, because there is no Arizona.
No, just don't do that again. No more dance. No more singing. Don't do it, Aaron. Please stick to writing.
No Jennifer in nice jets fly.
Can we fast forward? Oh, there we go.
Did she go to Southview Middle or Southview High School, or did she go to Vermillion High?
What do you care where Jen Pattistelli went to school at? Maybe she went to both. See, that's the difference. That's the problem. He comes in to an area where we all grew up here. That's how we know each other. It's not because there's some underground Freemason club in the area. We grew up together. We all hung out at Lakeview Park when we were little kids. That's just how it is, dude. That's just the way it is. That's called a community. And if you weren't like such an asshole, we'd invite you in and be happy with you. And in fact, when I first started seeing some of the stuff you were talking about, I thought, well, here's a guy, he's trying to do some good. But you go too far. Everybody can't be wrong. And you can't bend every situation to make it look bad or make your situation look the best. You can't bend it. And when you start bending even one situation that's caught on video and tape, nobody believes anything else you say. It's a pointless exercise at that point.
I want to know all this stuff. I want to know why she's got all these high-profile people on her page and nobody manages to delete them. I deleted Jack Hall and Tony Solo once I realized who they were. I get that. I get it. Okay, everybody told me, a lot of people told me Jack was playing me. And I knew a lot about that. And again, I'll go back to that statement, and I've said it.
Of course Jack was playing you.
I've said it to Amber because
Yeah, of course Jack was playing you. Of course he was. But, the problem is, the whole problem that goes along with this, it's just the fact that you're going to just talk trash on everybody no matter who they are. And you're going to a community that you just want to talk trash on everyone. And now I'm not saying that there isn't people that have done some stuff wrong. It's probably the truth, I would imagine. I would imagine that there are somewhere along the way some things that have went wrong. But not everything and everybody has done wrong. And not everyone and everyone has done wrong. It's just that simple. I mean, you've got some really good people trying to do good things. And you are just all the way across the board. They're all bad, every one of them. Let's reset the whole thing. And you're an outsider. You're not even from this area. You're not doing anything to help anything. All you're doing is causing a bunch of stirs, apparently looking for views because you think you're clickbait. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And I just don't understand. I don't understand how I'm even in your mouth again. That's what I don't understand about. I don't understand why Campanas, it's fuck all the Campanas. I mean, the Campana family is a great family. They're good to everybody they know. They're good to anybody who needs help. They're just great people. I mean, all of them, not just Scotty, Bobby, Pat. They're all been great to this community. I mean, they grew up here. They're Lorain. They could have took the money and development they had. They could have took that shit out of Lorain and Elyria and Lorain County years ago. They could have just wiped it out and took it out a long time ago, and they've stuck with it. And yet here you are dogging one of the only people that as a community genuinely has a love for the city of Lorain. And they're not even in politics to have to deal with this bullshit. Because why? Because he sent you a message on Messenger? Because he's so almighty powerful that he can send a phone call through Messenger? Jesus criminy. That's the craziest thing I ever heard. And it's just antagonizing bullshit. If you want to make a difference, make a real change. That's all I'm saying. I get it. There's people that, and it reminds me of, and I'm not saying one way or the other how I feel about anything, but it's all the people that are going after the FBI and everything over this Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk and all this stuff that's going on. They haven't finished the investigation. It's not done. They don't let them do what they're going to do. If you want to criticize it afterwards, criticize it. But why? Why do you think we need to know everything right this minute? It doesn't make sense to me. And everybody's doing the same thing, and it's kind of what he does. It's just, there's no reason for it. Just calm down, calm your titty, and relax. And if you want to make a difference, go make a difference. You want to make a difference? How about start a business or a nonprofit in this city that makes a difference? Not just bitch online, because that's essentially all you're doing is bitching online. Bitching to all that you're taking up our tax dollars, wasting time trying to get documents for every goddamn thing instead of building something that this community could use and appreciate. I'm just saying, that's just how I see it. If you want to make a difference, go make a difference. There's people out there that go and try and make a difference. Some fail, some don't. But to just sit and bitch about everything and not make any difference, that makes no sense to me. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Somebody sent me that video, really irritated me just because I don't even know why he brought it up again. I mean, I really don't even know. I have no clue why he brings it up again. And I certainly don't know why Scotty gets involved in it or any of the Campana family. So Scotty makes a phone call. Now it's fuck the whole Campana family. Because he made a phone call on a voice message that is free. But apparently you have to have money and power to make that phone call. And by the way, I don't know what the phone call was. I can't say 100% what it was. But if I had to guess, it wasn't Scotty threatening him. Scotty's probably doing the same thing Bakulich was. Hey, calm down, dude. If you want to get somewhere, you got to get some friends. That's all it was probably, I'm sure. That would be my guess. But I don't know for sure, and I'm not going to speak on it. But anyways, that's my bitch for Friday night. Now let's go drink. I'm out of here. Peace.
Why do the gays get to pick what they get all the good stuff? Rainbows, the first month of summer, apple martinis. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, Went to prison for 10 years for stealing 46 million.
Do not tell me he ate a booger.
Dude,
To sell chicken and not have barbecue or ranch is the most arrogant shit I've ever seen.
You would have showed a little bit of cleavage. Maybe you'd have done all right. No, that's where we didn't have Facebook or Grindr. We had to go to Equivix if we wanted a girlfriend.
Are there a lot of girls on Grindr?
Tasing each other in the nuts. People wanting to punch me in the face. How would you bite Santa Claus? Like, I mean, if going into space for 3 minutes makes her an astronaut, does that make you a gynecologist? We'll just make up a song for every individual person. For you,
have people quit.
for me. But we'll have AI write it, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna have people quitting.
Why? I'm not AI. I didn't do it. It's going to be fine. She took an Adderall. And my wife goes, oh, good. Well, then we'll be all right. I think people are smoking weed, ordering DoorDash, and playing video games.
If you're gonna do it, read the instructions.
What? Did you wear a skirt? Go ahead. I don't care.
My mom is 70. And then the next text said,